Hello, everyone. Hope you are doing well. So here we have one of the text on the basis of the decision-making question. So this particular question fall under the category of scenario-based or situation-based question. So let's read the text. So the text points out here Rahul Khanna, who is the head of operations at a technology company, recently narrowly avoided a potential dangerous incident. Rahul had inadvertently ignored a traffic signal while engrossed in a series of work related phone calls. Concerned well wishers advised him to find a suitable replacement for the previous team lead, Aman Burma, who had resigned 3 months earlier. So Aman Burma was not just a team lead, but also a trusted confidant for Rahul Khanna for the past 5 years. Aman interacted with other team leads, gathering crucial information that aided, supported Rahul in successfully securing various projects. Aman's insights also helped Rahul identify some unscrupulous team members and keep key personnel who were considering enticing offers from competitors. However, Aman faced resistance from some senior team members who disapproved of his informal influence, making it challenging for him to continue in the company. Rahul assisted him finding an alternative position within the organization. So we find out one of the case or one of the situation or scenario best. So this question involves selecting the most suitable decision making framework for a specific scenario falls under the category of a scenario based or situation based question. So these type of questions assess a person's ability to apply their knowledge, skills, and reasoning to real world situation or hypothetical situation. So what is that? You can say that hypothetical, or you can say that applying knowledge. Uh, uh, Even you can say that skills and reasoning, isn't it? Skills, reasoning, reasoning to real world situation. So, in this case, the question requires what? The candidate to analyze a complex situation and choose the most appropriate course of action based on the provided question. So, let's look at the question. What does it say? So, if you observe that over the last 3 months, Rahul has evaluated different candidates for the position. The candidates' profiles are outlined in the table below. So, in this particular table, what do we find out? We find out name, age, educational qualification, experience, expected salary, and also uh, the remarks on the basis of the candidate, right? So Aniket is the first candidate, 32 years, postgraduate, 7 years old, 18,000. And the remark is given here ex employers are highly satisfied, concerned about his tendency to switch jobs every 6 months, not interested to commit for more than 6 months. So similar to that, we have a Neha also, another candidate whose age is 23 years, graduate, 1 year experience, 20,000 expected salary, and remarks has previously worked as a driver for the last year after losing a stenographer job, forced to take up the driver's role. Okay, now moving to the next one, Arjun, who is age is 44 years, literate, 20 plus years experience, and 15,000 is the salary. So, who is cousin of Aman, substituted for Aman when he was on leave, currently working as a driver with Rahul's in-laws, strongly recommended by Aman, knowledge and contact similar to Aman's. Okay, so Meera, whose age is also 40, standard plus two, or intermediate, 10 years, and 12,000 expected salary. So temporary driver, with Rahul's major competitor for 3 years, offered by the competitor on a temporary basis, willing to work long term with a reasonable annual increment. So these are the data. Now, on the basis of the question, let's look at the question, what has been asked here. So the scenario is presented uh, that Mira, okay, out of this, you can see that uh, Mira's data, whose age is 40, standard plus 2, 10 years, and 12,000. So, what does the question point out here? Mira, a temporary driver from a major competitor, has expressed a willingness to work for Rahul's company on a long term basis with a reasonable annual increment. However, there is a doubt among the senior team members about hiring someone from a competitor. As the HR manager, you are. So the question begins here. As the HR manager, craft a decision making framework for Rahul to assess the risks and benefits of hiring Meera, taking into account potential repercussions on the company's relationship with the competitor and employee moral within the firm. Okay, now you have five options are given. So the first option says conduct a comprehensive analysis of Meera's skills and experience in a comparison to internal candidates. Okay, look at the second option. Consult legal experts to ensure the hiring process does not violate any non-compete agreements. Fine. Third, initiate confidential discussions with the competitor to assess the potential impact on the business relationship. Cool. Then fourth one, seek the opinions of senior team members on the potential hiring of Meera. And the fifth one, consider a trial period for Meera to evaluate her compatibility with the company culture and work environment. Right. Now, if I analyze each and every option, uh, so we need to identify means all the options presenting some kind of ideas, uh, but let's choose the most appropriate option. And we need to also identify four options that may be considered less suitable in in this context and provide regions. If possible, we'll also find out some analogies or examples pertinent to them. So the first option, what does it say here? It says that a, conduct a comprehensive analysis of Mira's skill and experience in comparison to internal candidates. Now, um, if I talk about that, the ideas according to the question, well, internal comparison is essential, isn't it? Internal comparison is essential, but at the same time, relying solely on this may overlook external talent, isn't it? External talents that could bring fresh goal, fresh, you can say that fresh perspective and experience, isn't it? Or experiences. Let's say that imagine a sports team considering only current players for a leadership role without exploring external talent. This may limit the ability or their ability, isn't it, to bring in innovative strategies and diverse skills, isn't it? Now, in that case, we know that it is essential for what? It is essential for internal comparison. But at the same time, we cannot look for the only on this particular one and overlook other things, right? Um, um, Okay. Now, coming to the next one is stated consult legal experts to ensure the hiring process does not violate any non compete agreements. Now, if I look into the second one, consult legal experts. While legal consultation is crucial also, right? Legal consultation uh, is crucial. Uh, it should not be the sole reason for the decision, as it may not consider the broader business. And you can also say that the team dynamics. So that is also missing here, isn't it? So, or we ignore these other things. So, completely depending upon the legal expert to ensure the hiring process uh, will not be called as appropriate. So that could be a kind of a reason for being wrong. Let's take the kind of an example, just as a chess player considers legal moves, right? They also evaluate strategic advantages and opponent dynamics. So, depending completely on legality may miss strategic opportunities, isn't it? So, therefore, I consider option A and B would not be that suitable, right? Let's look into the option C. Initiate confidential discussion. Initiate a confidential discussion with the competitor to assess the potential impact on the business relationship. Now, if you look into that, depending mainly on competitor discussion may lead to biased information, isn't it? What does it lead to? It leads to biased information, or you can say that potential conflicts of interest. Let's say that in a negotiation, relying dependently on the uh, other parties other parties other parties perspective without an independent assessment can result in a skewed understanding of the situation, isn't it? So in that case also we consider C won't be taken as that appropriately. Option D, uh, it says seek the opinions of senior team members on the potential hiring of Mira. Now, in that case, relying again exclusively on senior team members uh, can also negate your position. Uh, or you can say that may neglect input from other levels in the organization and limit a comprehensive understanding. Right. So let's say that in a jury trial, if only senior members' opinions are considered, it may overlook valuable perspectives from other jurors, right, or other people, and compromise the fairness of the decision. So these points highlight the importance of a well-rounded decision-making process that considers various aspects and avoids over depending on a single factor, isn't it? And option A, B, C, D indicating a single factor. Now, look into the option E. What does it say? Consider a trial period for Mira to evaluate her compatibility with the company culture and work environment. Right. Now, as you find out the data of her, right? So you find out lots of reasons behind it to accept Mira, right? So a trial period can allow the organizations to assess Mira's performance, right? Mira's performance and also integration with the team member or team before making a long-term commitment, right? So performance and integration with the team member before making a long-term commitment, and this approach can also reduces what risk and provides a practical way to evaluate what evaluate compatibility, isn't it? Uh, Here, I would like to give an example of a chef who is hiring a means assistant instead of offering a permanent position right away. So the chef might have the candidate work on a few projects or during a busy night as a trial. This allows the chef to what? Uh, so you can say that uh, the this allows the chef to observe the candidate skills, even teamwork and adaptability before making a long-term commitment. Similarly, a trial period of MIRA provides a real world assessment of our fit within the company. Additional reason also you would find out, you can say, uh, the trial period can also indicate what? A couple of things, you can say adaptability. Uh, like a trial period allows both the employer and the employee to gauge adaptability to the company's culture and expectations. Second, you can find out what we can say risk mitigation or risk or reduction of the uh, mitigation, reduction of risk. It minimizes or it reduces the risk associated with the hiring decisions by providing an opportunity to identify any potential issues early on. Then the third one would be called as a objective evaluation. Objective, objective evaluation. So that also provides a practical basis for evaluating Mira's performance, allowing the organization to make an informed decision based on real world experience rather than, you can say, assumption, right? Assumptions. So next is called as a flexibility. Uh, a trial period offers flexibility in adjusting the working relationship based on the observed performance, making sure that both parties can make an informed decision about a, you can say that long-term commitment, right? In all total, if I talk about in summary, option E that's what? It's a sound choice because it introduces a pragmatic and measured approach to assessing Mira's fit within the company, minimizing risk and ensuring a well-informed hiring decision, isn't it? So therefore, I consider that option E would be the appropriate, isn't it? Uh, so we find out this question is nothing but a scenario based or situation based question. So these type of questions can be drawn a person's ability to apply his or her knowledge, skills, and understanding to practical things, right, or hypothetical scenarios. So I hope you understood. So the answer option would be option E. Whereas I can't deny that option A, B, C, D, but it only depends on individual issues, right? So that's all. Thank you.